position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. Coming out with it, it's Terrell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Timeout, Arizona State.
All right, let's get it. Right.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Ramsey. Out of the backfield, he's open. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Now, 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
The Tigers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Missouri wants to go fast.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Calls his own number. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Motion from the back. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Missouri.
The toss to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. It's complete on the right side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He wants to change this route. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Poe.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He now has 91 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Just keep slinging it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets away from one, finds room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. The option look. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
looking to throw on third. Got his man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him slipping.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Ramsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Terrell. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Running to Green. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll take it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Anger. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Fakes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Under fire. Quick strike complete. There he goes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Not all close games are created